Welcome to the FAM Podcast, a podcast about finance and mental health, teaching you good monetary habits to increase your income and improving your relationship with money, all while helping you with your mental well-being. And now here's your host, Braimoh.
This is Braimoh here, and this is a section called Farm on the Street, where real conversation happen. And remember, personal finance is personal, and your mental well-being is priceless. I was in Wales, but I'm back in the studio. I just came to actually analyze what I heard or what I saw during graduation, what young people are actually going through right now. It's amazing. Graduation day is supposed to be a time of joy, celebration, and accomplishment. But for many, beneath the smiles and the applause, there's another reality, one that isn't often talked about: the cost of the degree. So, I traveled to Wales to speak with young graduates to ask one simple but powerful question: what was the real cost of your degree? Many questions some of us do not really ask when it comes to degrees and graduation and the cost of studies. We all want to be graduates, want to achieve a lot by going to school, university, colleges, but what is the cost of all of this?
In a world where financial stress and mental health struggles seem to go hand in hand, one podcast aims to help you find solace and guidance. The FAM Podcast, navigating you through the tricky waters of personal finance and mental well-being. Our mission is to empower you with the knowledge and tools to create a healthy relationship with money while nurturing your mental health. Join host Braimoh, a debt to prosperity success story, as he dives deep into financial habits and mental well-being. Discover Braimoh's secrets of financial literacy and mental health strategies for coping with financial stress. Get ready for thought-provoking discussions, practical tips, and Braimoh's real-life stories of triumph over adversity. Let's embark on a transformative journey together that will change your relationship with money, your state of mind, and ultimately change your life. Tune into the FAM Podcast.
Hi, Braimoh here from the Farm Podcast. I know you know me from the Farm Podcast. Today, I'm a farm on the streets, and I'm in Wales, and I'm here to interview young people who are just graduating today. For many of these graduates, the cost of a degree isn't just a number on paper. It's a number that follows them, weighs on them, and affects their choices every single day. I'll be asking them questions regarding their degree, the cost of their degrees, and their financial sense, how they plan to recuperate the money they spend studying, and how they plan to get a job they want to have to be able to actually pay for the loan, because most of the degree here in the UK are student loans. Some share their student loan figures, tens of thousands of pounds. Others spoke about working multiple jobs just to survive while studying. And if you have a loan to study your courses, then how do you plan to pay back? So today I'll be asking questions regarding, one, the cost of their degree, and two, the plan they have for the future, and three, how they plan to manage their money when they start earning. Come with me, let's ask questions.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Asif. I'm from Bangladesh.
Okay, and you?
Yeah, Raihan from Bangladesh.
What did you study?
I studied MBA Global in Supply Chain Management.
Amazing. That's a good course, man. I like that. That's great.
Yeah.
I like that. And yours?
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Same.
MBA Global in Finance.
Wow. Finance, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing that this podcast is about finance and mental well-being. We talk about, a lot of money, what we spend, about our idea about how to spend money. So let me ask you first.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on this degree?
Like, if I have to average, it was like 20,000 pounds.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that figure? how much he paid for his degrees? Did you just hear that number? Or in case you didn't hear what he said, how much that degree cost him? Watch again. Let me get that correctly. Did you just say 200,000 pounds?
20,000.
200,000 pounds.
So, yeah.
Degree program.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh my days. That's a staggering number. How is he going to pay back? Now you spend so much money in your degree now. Now you have a plan in place on how to manage your money. When you start earning good money, you know exactly how to start saving, start investing, and again, start paying this loan. How did you get money for this degree? Family and friends, or?
Yeah, it's also family from friends. We took some loans from our family and friends. So we have to eventually, they gave us some time, but eventually we have to pay that back. It set us back financially big time.
The young guy is already experiencing mental health, stress, anxiety, studying, and he's already going through a lot. How is he going to cope? That's my question. So now that you finish your study now, what's the plan?
So as you know, all this time we were students, so we weren't allowed to work full time. But now that we are going into PSW now. You know, PSW is post-study work permit. So our plan is to get a good job. You know, if I talk for myself, my plan is to get a sponsored job. Yeah, because if you want to make money, it's our plan to stay here for a long time.
Absolutely.
So, but it's also that there's also some barrier to this. Like people who come from Asia and different countries, it's very hard to get a sponsored job here.
Think about that. Years of hard work, endless nights of studying, and yet instead of stepping into opportunity, so many step into uncertainty.
Employer here prefer to get hired people from here, like from UK or Wales or England.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult now. Job market is very competitive.
The world told them, get a degree and the doors will be open for you. But now they are here, the jobs aren't. So do you have the kind of job you have in mind that you want to get out there to be able to get this kind of money from the system?
Yeah, it's highly chance to get a possibility to get money back, to get earned after graduation.
Yeah.
So like now already like 1 or 2 months ago, I got an offer from the Metro Bank.
Good.
You can easily get a job after the graduation, but the problem is for our like as an international student.
Yeah.
So many places you can't get a job for only the visa restriction.
For these graduates, it's not about entitlements. It's about expectations versus reality. The reality that a degree, while valuable, is no longer a guaranteed ticket to financial stability. And that realization is draining, not just financially, but mentally.
Already he mentioned employer only want people who have a valid passport.
Oh yeah,
who has eligibility,
Absolutely.
who don't need a sponsor.
Yeah. Now, how does that make you feel? You spend so much money in this country, and the chance of getting that good job is so slim. How does that make you feel?
It's very depressing. It's very depressing, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's very depressing.
Also, one of the other barriers, you know, UK got so many rules and regulations. You have to pay council tax. You have to pay.
Absolutely.
Like the tax is, I think, in the whole world, the tax is very high in UK.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
more you earn, at some point you have to give like 40-45% of your money away for the taxes.
The mental toll on the well-being, and this is where we need to talk about something even deeper: mental health, how it affects you as a person, as a student, thinking about how you're going to pay off the student loan, how you're going to get a job that will match the amounts you're owing. How can you understand that? How do you comprehend that?
It's a good country for the education. You know,
Yeah.
for the management, our course is the MBA. So for the management, UK is the best in the world.
Amazing,
management.
yeah, amazing,
So
yeah.
it's a highly recognized degree. So if you can able to get a chance, or if you have that ability, you can get a good job and you can pay back with your money.
This is tough to hear, but these stories need to be heard because financial strength isn't just numbers. It's sleepless nights, anxiety, self-doubt, and for many, it leads to isolation, burnout, and depression. And I pray that will not be your portion. That you have the right plan in place, the plan with your family, with your guide, whoever is sponsoring you, a plan, roadmap that will allow you have these financial goals and career opportunity to be able to pay up this loan when you start working. Like I always say here, in Farm Podcast, your mental well-being is priceless. Now that you are in that point now of knowing that you have to pay some money back, how does that make you feel? Your mental health, how does that impact your mental well-being?
If I compare when I was in my country, my mental well-being was better than from here. Because here you have to take so much pressure now.
Yeah.
There's always you have to always think in back of your hand, like I have to get a good job, then I have to support my family as well, then I have to pay all the loans I have to. So it's natural if you go to, and if your family is not that rich, if you come from a middle class family, so you have to take that mental pressure.
Or watch what I just told him on how to devise a plan exactly when it comes to paying off that loan. Watch. What I can say to you guys, you can actually be okay with money. When you start earning that big money, what you need to do, number one, start budgeting.
Yeah.
You budget, you have a financial goal, okay? When you start having that money coming in, have a financial goal. Exactly.
Plan how much you're gonna spend, how much you're gonna save.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So with that, if you have in place, you know how much you are paying every month, so towards the loan back home, or what you are owing money, and towards your living expenses here.
Living expenses here is
very high.
Very high compared to other countries like Europe, America.
I know.
Living cost is very high.
Very high.
Cost is high, yeah, I know that, but income is also high.
Yeah, that's more reason you have to budget and plan. And with your budgeting and financial goals, trust me, you'll be okay with money. My friend, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Thank you so much. Good luck. All the best, man. All the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. All right, guys, that's folks from Bangladesh. They are international students and they came to study here in the UK. And they spend so much money, studying right now. And they don't even know exactly when they're going to start working. And when they start working, they don't even know how much they will start earning. So they start paying back the loans because they had a student loan from their home, family and friends. They have to pay back. This is what we talk about here on the Farm Podcast. We have to talk about budgeting. It's very important we put that in place, financial goals, so you'll be able to meet all your daily and living expenses very well. Until then, my name is Braimoh, and I'll talk to you soon.
The FAM Podcast.
You are more than just your degree. You are not just a statistics. You are a job title or a loan balance. Your education matters, but what matters even more is your resilience, your vision, your ability to adapt and create your own opportunities. You are stepping into a world that is constantly changing. And yes, the road may not be as smooth as you hoped, but you are not powerless. You have skills, my friend. You have ambition. You have the ability to carve out your own path. So many students share their concern about jobs, what they are looking for. And this is why conversations like this matter. Because when we acknowledge the struggle, we can also highlight the solutions. It's not just about talking about the problem, there is no job, there is no money, we cannot pay all your loans, you don't know what you're going to do. Let's talk about solution. How do we figure this out? So every graduate, if you're watching me right now, your degree is a tool. It's not your limitation. And your journey is just beginning. I want to hear from you. What advice would you give to a graduate? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because the conversation doesn't just end here. It starts right here. And guys, if this message resonated with you, share it, Let's amplify this voice because financial literacy and mental well-being are a conversation that should never be ignored. And after graduating right now, I can assure you, you are going to get a good job. When you have that job, you have to start planning. It doesn't matter how much you are earning right now. Create your financial goals. Are you having student loans to pay off? Have a plan on how you're going to pay it off. Do you have other skills? Do you have what it takes to create multiple streams of income? Even getting your permanent regular job. Sit down, think. You have got skills, you've got talent, you've got passion. Think about how to create a multiple stream of income with that passion. Watch my previous video on how to create multiple streams of income. And I tell you what, as you go, then you begin to discover who you are, what you can do, what solution you can provide to problems out there. When you look around you, you are a student, you are a fresh graduate, and you are fresh in the market. You go so much zeal, enthusiasm to get things done. Not only focusing this enthusiasm towards your employer's goals, vision of the organization, also focus on yourself. What can you bring to the table? The table of providing solution to problems out there. You are born with a gift. Use that gift very well and start to make something good for yourself and for your family. Because when you look at the numbers right now, the system is being created to keep us in one spot, 9 to 5 jobs every single time. But how can you really explore the potential you've got, the skills, the talent? If you're a graduate, you're watching me right now, and I want you to know, do not focus on the negative things happening right now. Oh, inflation, oh, economy, things are not working. You're just out there. Think about solution you can provide. When you have solution, problems need solution. Those who have problems to solve it in business, in their personal life, relationship, or in their finances, in their personal development, they will look for you. They will seek you because they need solution. When you have this solution, trust me, my friend, they will pay for it. They will pay for your services. They will pay for your solutions. Think about something you can solve right now. And I want you to always look at the other side of the equation, that you can make things happen. You can create solutions to problems where you're working, your circle, your friends, and you begin to make something good out of your life. Don't hold back. Explore your skills, your talent, and make something good out of it. Remember, personal finance is personal, and your mental well-being is priceless. Until then, stay safe, stay fabulous, and keep winning. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the FAM Podcast. We hope you learned something valuable today. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. And remember, health is wealth, and wealth is health. We'll see you next time.